Want to be a guest on a future episode of Create, Build, and Manage Daily? Email us at interviews@biztv.com.
Levi Lascsak is the founder and CEO of Living in Dallas, a business that helps real estate agents crush YouTube so leads come to them. Levi, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. I love what you're doing. So let's kind of start with the power of content marketing.
Yes.
Because you've discovered that on your own.
Absolutely.
Talk about the difference between content marketing versus traditional marketing, advertising on somebody else's platform.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think the easiest comparison is interruption versus intention-based marketing. It was what we love, that the power of that on YouTube, for the fact that interruption marketing is what we've been exposed to or probably even conducted as business owners our entire lives, right? It's TV commercials, it's billboards, magazine ads, cold calling or door knocking, things that people typically do. They're in a pursuit mode and they're usually interrupting people. You could see a dog food commercial or a dog treat commercial 10 times a day. If you're not in the market to buy dog food, you're not just going to run out and buy dog food. But the second you need dog food, you have intention at that point and you go out and buy it. You don't need any marketing or advertising to convince you that you need that. So for us in the real estate space, that's what we love about YouTube, is it's a intentional based platform where people are going to search, because it is a search engine, not a social platform. So people are going to get answers to their questions. So we're catching people when they're intentionally looking for real estate versus hitting them with ads, cold calling, door knocking, doing the traditional methods, which do work, and nothing against those methods at all, but it's very difficult. It's why there's such a high turnover in sales in general, because it's a rejection-based business, right? If you're in sales in general, everyone says you got to get through all the no's to get to a yes.
Right.
But that's why a lot of people quit, because when it comes down to it, none of us really like to be rejected. So by creating value on video, which is what we do, we just educate people on neighborhoods, suburbs, things that are going on in Dallas, and put that out there for free. People that find it, find that content, they consume that, and whenever they're in the market, when they're ready to make a move, when they're ready to make a purchase, they call us. So all of the traffic is inbound, and whenever they call us, they're in the process of making a decision or making a move. And so our contact to under contract or working with them is extremely short, because they're ready to go, and so and they tell us over and over and again that they've watched our channel for 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, sometimes a year.
Right.
We've even had people move to Dallas from out of state that they've told us, based on our channel, rented and then called us when they were ready to buy a home. So if we would have pursued them and captured them a year in advance, before they were even ready to buy, we would have sent them emails and text and phone calls, and who knows, we might have talked them out of not working with us, because we always have to follow up and pursue. So this is a great opportunity to where any small business, doesn't matter if you're a plumber, financial advisor, if people are looking for answers to their questions. Very simple. There's actually a plumber in Dallas, has a huge YouTube channel, and he talks about leaky faucets and leaky toilets, and the business just comes to him because he's providing value. You think about simple questions, and people are looking for those answers, and maybe they're not ready to buy today, but if they enjoy your content, they'll continually consume that, and because you're giving them so much value for free, when they're ready to spend money, they're going to say, well, why not work with somebody I already know?
And that's the key, and I think so many businesses miss that, where you have to offer something of value, something free.
Yeah.
And some businesses are like, oh man, Levi, I don't want to give away a tip. Like if I teach them how to fix a toilet, they're never going to call me. But that's not how content marketing works.
Right.
Teach them the basic things, and then guess what? When it's really a problem, who are they going to call?
Yep.
And so, but let's talk about your sales funnel, because there's a lot more to it than just putting stuff on YouTube. Because there's a lot of content on YouTube.
Yeah.
So how do you get your content discovered? What are those? Give me some practical tips.
Okay.
Give me some of that free advice.
There you go. Yeah. Well, we talk about this quite a bit. I mean, you have to be intentional about the platform you're going to provide content on. These platforms are very powerful. Now, if you're like me, I'm at the 40-year-old age range and above, so we have this love-hate relationship with social media.
Yep.
As far as we didn't grow up with it, it wasn't there in high school, probably wasn't there in college. It came around at that time, and then we thought it was just people bragging and posting their lunch and silly cat videos, but And we always see these platforms from the consumer side versus the producer side. So I would say, first of all, take time to understand the platform you want to provide content on and really focus on one. If you can master one in particular, like we've done on YouTube, we didn't try to be a master of 5 different platforms, which you know, clearly people start out and they're like, okay, I've got to be on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, you know, and so they end up putting 20% effort into each platform, and I don't think they really truly master one. Plus, you got to read some books, you know, do a little research, go onto YouTube, read a couple of blogs. You'll find on the back end in YouTube, because it's a search engine, not a social platform, search engine optimization, which means keywords, things that are people searching for. And this is what I also love about YouTube, is that YouTube and Google tell you what people are searching for. So it's very easy for me to look at, okay, well, what are the most asked questions about Dallas, Texas real estate? What are the most asked questions about leaky faucets? What are the most asked questions about stock trading or, you know, NFTs or something like that? And then you can make content that people are already searching for. That's going to get you discovered a lot sooner rather than later. And I think a lot of people don't have a plan when they make content, and so they're just out there swimming in the ocean.
I want to put your website up for those who are watching at home, because you got a book coming out, passiveprospecting.com. There's a copy of the book. When's the book due out? So
we're estimating around February.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
But if you go to the website, you can sign up to be notified when we release that.
Okay. Yeah. So what can they get? What can they expect from the book?
Well, that's what we're going to be talking about, is all the passive prospecting principles. It's broken up into 2 parts. So I get into the passive prospecting principles, which is those interruption versus intention-based marketing, paid versus free. You know, you can organic traffic on or reach on Facebook is very hard to do right now because it's mostly a pay-to-play platform. So we talk about why YouTube is so powerful and why you can get your content found a lot easier than on other platforms. So we talk about the principles in the first half of the book, the first 9 chapters, really breaking down why it makes sense to build a business or a part of your business on YouTube. And then on the second half of the book, we get into the nuts and bolts of content creation, of search engine optimization, what else do we talk about in there? We talk. There's 4 main chapters on there. Yeah, content creation. We talk about building out your channel. How does that look? Yeah, when people actually go to your channel, all of that matters. The banner, the headline, the description, every little thing. We break down the channel, how you should build it for your business.
That's very good. Here's the bottom line. Listen, the media space is more crowded than it ever has been. Creating content that people are interested in leads to sales. Levi, thank you. Stick around. This is Create, Build, and Manage Daily.